What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Farever. I'm going to actually give you guys my honest official thoughts about the game. I like the game a lot, and I've been playing it quite a bit, but there are some things that we need to discuss to really make this game shine. I think it's going to be a keeper, and I think a lot of players are going to really enjoy this game. But I'll tell you this right now. The performance of the game is going to be the one thing holding a lot of players back. I'm playing at 1080p and I have a 2060 12 gig and an i5 8400 CPU. I should theoretically have absolutely no issues playing this game whatsoever. Considering I can play most modern titles at way higher settings, I can get 180 FPS on Destiny 2 with this. I can get over 100 on Call of Duty. I can fucking get 90 plus FPS on Throne and Liberty on higher settings. There is no reason for this game to really be this performance taxing. Considering I turned the settings, like I turned the render distance up, we're not maxing on the GPU. We're very minimum on the CPU. So it's not even that we're performance bottlenecking because of the hardware. So it raises the question, what's going on with this game? And why is it having so many stuttering issues? The micro stutters in this game are really bad. You know, those towers were not even there, even though my render distance is on high. So it's not rendering or processing things fast enough. So I think something is going on in the background process of the game that needs to be readdressed. So developers, please. We need to fix the performance of the game. There are a lot more people with lower end PCs that could play this game because they're on a more budget, and this game is a budget game. So I would hopefully like to see the developers work more towards trying to min-max for these kinds of lower end systems, because you're still gonna have a lot more people who are on lower end PCs. So that is one thing I would like to see addressed. Now those are level 16, so you certainly can't fight those. So before I get into making a new character, because I'm going to try a mage, let's talk about the actual rest of the game that I find good and also kind of painful. So for one, the blocking. Defending and guarding is really taxing. You basically get 2 blocks before you're out of stamina. And you have to wait for that bar to come back up before you can do it again. And if you drain the bar blocking, then you can't block at all, no matter how many times you click. So blocking and actually keeping yourself alive is a bit of a challenge that I don't think it really needs to be that taxing on stamina. So I would like to see the stamina change to where it's easier for people to actually block and guard. Because with the way that it stands, the timing of the blocks and actually landing the blocks, the timing of guarding and everything, it's really rough. And God, the amount of stutters right there, God. We turn it down to low. See how we can get to over 35, and the lowest settings is kind of the only way that this PC actually somewhat plays this. But yeah, guarding's a pain. So devs, maybe adjust the stamina cost of guarding a little bit. Maybe give a bigger guard window so that it actually makes it more effective. Because when you hold to guard, it drains half your stamina bar just holding to guard for less than a second. So if you see an incoming attack, they want you to perfect guard, not just regular guard. So devs, please change that. Now, as far as for gear and actually leveling, I think the weapon system is really good. Being able to get an arsenal weapon and be able to get a third extra skill. This is something I wish I knew before I got rid of my weapons on this class. So that's something I wish I knew. But you can get an arsenal weapon and then you get a skill out of that weapon too, which is pretty nice. But getting weapons seems like a hassle. I'm still on level 5 weapon on a level 11 character, and I've not gotten a single weapon drop since then. So that's kind of painful. But the RNG of how gear drops work does seem a little finicky. And as far as for stats, it doesn't look like stats really add a lot, considering I've seen some of the, like, I got a level 25 drop piece the other day from helping with some new monster or something that popped up that I never saw before. It was a level 25 monster. I got a level 25 green gear piece out of it, and its stats were really low for that big of a level difference. It was like 200 armor, and I was like, what? That doesn't seem like a big difference. So I don't know how good stats actually calculate in here, but we have a talent system that I think is actually pretty well done. So like we have these passives here, which is cool, and you unlock these at level 10, and then every time you level up, you're going to get a stat point, like a talent point. So you will be able to build up your talent tree. I know the current max level now is 25, so I will hopefully get to that on a character. I think I'm just going to play a mage and play the ranged route, because I just am always more comfortable on a ranged character than I am on like anything melee. And I feel like I'm cheesing the game just by healing, so I kind of want to make it, like, still keep the challenge of like having to get food and all that. So I do kind of want a bigger challenge. But I'm going to teleport back to an obelisk, and we're going to go back to the main town so I can go to the banker and put my stuff away, because I'm probably going to delete this character. But yeah, so you can fast travel across the world, though. So this is a pretty neat little thing. And I like the fact that it's not just a teleport. It actually flies you there using the obelisk. But as far as for the map and exploration, the activities of the world, there's a lot of stuff to do and a lot of stuff to go through, and it'll tell you like what's recommended, what's suggested, and I think it's going to be kind of more based around your level, I do believe. So there's all kinds of activities across the world to do, and it looks like there's just a lot of stuff. The map is quite big. It's like, here's the Honeywoods area, there's a city over here. It looks like there's more stuff this way. So this game has an equally large amount of potential to really become good. But we got to fix some of the smaller stuff first, I think, to actually be able to make this game really what it could be. So I'm just going to store my material stuff in here. So these all in. Just really throw in like everything that I got. Because I'm pretty much just going to start playing a mage. And I'll continue through the game. And just to kind of see how that goes. I am totally going to cheese the bag system. But yeah, so as far as for, like I said, overall, for as far as what I feel about the game, I think it's good. I think it is worth playing. Oh, we also have the weapon upgrade system that I forgot to mention too. If you go to this little machine here, you can upgrade a weapon using some materials, and this will make it stronger, give it an extra skill or two. So we have like 5% magic penetration with this at max upgrade. So there are kind of a lot of neat little things with that upgrading wise. I haven't seen what it's like with a higher end weapon, but hopefully I can get into the end game, and I'll try to show you guys what end game is like if I can manage to get there. But yeah, I think the game is good. I think the game is worth playing. if you want kind of a more challenging RPG, for sure. This game definitely does it. It's kind of got that Souls-like difficulty feel with like bosses, boss mechanics. It's not easy. You have to actually dodge. You have a 2-second fucking cooldown timer on the sprint. That like I've seen it go up to like 6 seconds, so it's like fuck me, I'm dead, right? But it's a good game. So like I said, give it a try if you want a kind of sort of challenging RPG. But otherwise, I'll try to get to the end game and see kind of what's going to happen with that. So thank you guys for watching. Give the game a try if you want. Please protest the devs saying, hey, fix the performance of the game. People with mid-range PCs need to be able to have this game run because it's a $20 game, right? It needs to work. So please, hammer the devs. Tell them to get their shit together. Peace.